All right, well, we got to be smarter than the motorcycle. Wow, looks like the rains aren't going to hit. We're now in a drought.
I told you I don't think it's going to hit until...
Hey, close that so the rain doesn't get in there. So now it's grinder time because the dumbasses that put this thing together are dumbasses, as usual. To do this, did they give us new? They didn't. So you know what I'm going to do, everybody? I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to cut this right here.
Hey, he called you.
Ah! Go get him.
On.
Battery dead.
Did you get it? It's taking you a while. What are you trying to do?
I'm going to cut this plate off so this will just maybe, I don't know. I mean, this may not work. I don't know.
Why? I have an idea for you. Why don't you just cut that?
Whoa, what's your hand?
What?
That's hot as hell.
You scared me.
Well, because you'll burn your finger in that metal.
Oh my
Do
God.
not touch that metal.
You scared me.
Well, because your hand will be burned. That's hot as hell.
But Dad, why don't you just cut the bowl?
I don't have any more. I have to go to the dealership and buy one then.
Oh.
My thoughts
You
were...
really just scared me.
Well, it's because if you touch that metal, you're going to have your fingers and it'll be singed.
Well, I just used my nail to touch it like that.
That's good. I don't know. Maybe this idea is going to work. I don't know. This is now... I think I'm going to have to take this fender off. Or just cut the bolt. I just have to cut the bolt, go to the dealership and buy a new bolt. Because I don't think this is going to work. I mean, I don't disagree.
This is why I always say nothing is simple. Like, nothing. And I don't mean to be a negative Nelly, but I mean, this is everything in life. Nothing is simple. Everything requires something. There's always a catch-22. You know?
Yeah, but I'm now just abrasing. Right there is like, I touched it right there.
See. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, see, one thing creates another problem. Hey, so, alright. I cut the frickin' thing. So I cut the nut, but the problem would be, can I get this nut back on? This is now, oh yeah, you cut the frickin' bolt, but can you get this back on? Doubtful. So my idea worked. Yeah, it makes no sense. Anybody here, I'm sure some of you on channels like, no man, you did it all wrong. But once again, this, what I'm figuring, whoever put this bike together, put this, they put it on backwards. I mean, that's because how would you put this on? If this fender's already on, how would you put it on? You couldn't. I'd spray that metal.
Hey,
no,
Dad?
a bad towel. Bad
Hey,
towel.
Dad?
Bad towel.
Do you see how Diesel's tail is so squiggly?
Yeah. He's a little fixated on the dog's tail. I'm fixated on the shit show of whoever put this bike together. Okay, no, I'm talking about how you're focused on the tail. I'm focused on the dumbass that put this bike together. Just get all those metal shavings up. All right, so same thing over here. I'll have to cut this as well. All right, but we're making progress over here now because we can do the back one. I think you should be able to take the back one off because it's reversed. So that's the right way to do it. Okay, so when you take this bar off, make sure you take out the bracket and the rubber grommet. So this here, my idea didn't work. Cutting the bolt did. Once again, I'd love to hear comments on my channel how you can remove this bolt that ends up hitting this back area without doing what I did by cutting it. And once again, I personally believe the person that put this bike together did it wrong. That rear bolt is correct. That's how both of those should be. I lost my helper. She'd already do the greenery stuff. So, oh well. But you know what? That's a lot of work to start teaching somebody how to do this. So to be making a video with you guys and teaching the daughter, it's like, it's too much. So she's like, do you mind if I go do something else? I'm like, works for me because I'm not up for it today. I'm just, yikes. All right, so now the good news is we're on the right direction here. So let's make sure this lines up correctly. This is the correct side. Make sure of that. So that's your first thing you want to do. I mean, could this go on the other side? I don't think, I guess it could. But then this is upside down. So no, it would not work. See that? You want this on the bottom. You want to put the rubber grommet in and put the metal thing in the bottom. All right, we're making progress. See that? Now I'm leaving everything here loose until I get this assembly right here. So now, if you look here, I believe this is how this is going to play out right here. I can kind of do this with one hand. See here, up here, now it goes up there. I kind of need two hands. There you go. So I'm leaving everything loose. So you see here, the black goes up top, silver goes on bottom. It's kind of redundant. They give you an extra one of these. And so now, I think we're doing pretty good. Boy, having the right tools. So this right angle driver is perfect for this area here. Just little things. Using power tools makes things so much faster. All right, so the good news is this bar, this saddleback bar is done. So in so many ways, right now I could take the exhaust off, and you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do the other side. I just want to get the bars knocked out, then I can just focus on the exhaust. So it's the same thing over here, redundant what I just did, but like I say, I'm going to have to cut this. It's going to be the same problem all over again. So I'm just going to cut it with my Sawzall like right now. I'm going to move all my stuff out of the way because metal shavings go everywhere. And here's my little cutter. Nice handheld Milwaukee. This stuff's like 10, 12, 15 years old, everybody. Voila! We're making headway, everybody. So here's the ball game. This has to go in a specific way. We take this little rubber mat out. Be very, very aware of how this came out. It's a U shape. So just picture a U, a smiley face, not a sad face. And on top of that, the little stopper goes in the back. So just so you're paying attention here, when you put this into the new bracket, make sure you put this in the correct way and not the wrong way. Well, oops, I just realized I have 3 black bolts. I'm like, ooh, I put this black bolt on top here. That's incorrect. This is for the side when you put your nice little like roller skate wheels on the side. So my mistake, you use this on top. See that? Sorry about that. Bada booma, bing bada booma, done this side. Awesome. So now great news is we've got the saddlebag bars on the bike, and now I can do the mufflers. Isn't that so cool? We're making good time, everybody. Goal is to go riding tomorrow. That's the goal. Hey, the rains never came. Brian told me he got downpoured on over Maryland today like you can't believe. And on my side here, it's dry as can be. You know, I was bitching about how the rains were just making me cut grass every day, but now it's kind of like we probably do need a little bit of rain. Be careful what you bitch about. What are you guys are doing? All right, so now though, it's cleanup time of the tools I used because that's going to get in my way. So if I'm smart now, I'm going to put the tools back that I just used, not with the exception for tightening the muffler down. So we'll have to see about that. Now I'm bringing out the big guns. You know, a lot of people don't know this, but you have tools, especially these power tools, are designed for a reason. So like last week, Brian called me one day and goes, "Hey, boss man, I'm out here trying to bust a bolt off one of your machines and the drill won't do it." I said, "Well, first of all, I need you to FaceTime me because you just said drill." And he said, "Yeah." So Brian was out in the field with a drill. So there's a difference between a drill and an impact gun. So he couldn't get this bolt to bust loose. And I said, "Brian, you have the wrong tool. You want the impact gun, where this thing, whether you rise or not, is vibrating back and forth to bust that nut loose." And a lot of people don't know this stuff. So he's out there and he's telling me, "I can't get this machine taken apart. So I'm stuck." I'm like, "It's because you're using the wrong tool." So once again, when you're taking apart things with bolts and nuts and screws, you use an impact gun. You don't use a drill gun. This here is a heavy-duty impact gun for the heavy-duty work. This is more minor, smaller bolts. So I just used a bigger impact because this thing, the torque monster, it's going to bust loose this thing to get it so I can pull this thing off. Now, can I get this thing just to pull off? This bike is so lightly used, I may have to get some squirting in there to get it off. But I think I can do it. I'm already doing it by one-handed. See here, you just kind of push it back and forth, you rock, and I don't care if I scratch this thing up because here's the reality. Remember I was telling you about strapping your bike down? So I'm pulling this motorcycle backwards right now. So you see, here it comes. It could drop on the table. I don't really care because I'm going to get rid of this muffler, and it'll just be another thing for the junkyard to take and discard because nobody will ever want to buy these mufflers. Hola! I got it off with two hands. Now, look here. Look through the pipe. Can you see anything? Look at that. I mean, so that's how cluttered this muffler is. That's why it doesn't sound very good. I know you can bust out these cores. I know all about that. I get it. But I don't feel like doing that. So once again, here it is. I mean, you can't see through this thing. Wow. Alright, so I take my power blaster and I just put a nice bead of oil around this end just so it makes it easier to slip the other one on. That's all I did. And put a towel there to soak it all up. Now to the other side. So let's just get both sides taken apart so I'm ready to do the dirty work on putting the new ones on. Now it's interesting, the right to the left, I think it's a metric though. It's so weird. But the bigger, just so you know, the right side exhaust is bigger than the left. So it takes two different size sockets to remove this clamp, and that's really loose. So I swear it's a metric fitting. It's so crazy, everybody. It's so weird. It's a 15. So probably in all reality, this left side probably is not a 9/16. It's probably a metric as well, but whatever. So another thing I didn't mention to you was for the high applications of really impact guns, you need impact sockets. But I do have those, but for what we're doing here, it's not a need. But there's a lot of things that go on tools that people don't realize the difference of what is easy or harder.